Hello guys and welcome back to my Menace Early Access playthrough on Expert difficulty. So, um, following last video, what I've decided to do is I'm gonna do this break-off raid. Um, the reward is okay. I think all the rewards are fine. Maybe a bit less the pirate vehicle or vehicle weapon. It's a 2 skull difficulty, which does it might mean we get less promotion points. Because usually if it's a 3 skull, you get 25% more promotion points. The problem is the other two missions. The problem with them was that the rescue and disengage was at night. As you see here, it's night, and it's a 3 skull mission. So that means that will have a lot of enemies. This is just what the enemy starts off with, but I believe they get more reinforcements. So it would be kind of difficult, especially since we don't have our best pilot with us. Interdict Forces is a defense mission. Again, I didn't feel that it was that worth it, so I think we're gonna do the break-off raid. Or actually, that's what I'll do. I'll do the break-off raid. We have Lim back. So I'll have to reposition everybody because when you switch off missions, the whole thing gets reset. But essentially, I looked at it and it's a whole bunch of infantry. There's one HMG heavy truck here and 2 laser trucks. So those are like the priority targets. Those are the things that can do the most damage. The other things are just like the boarding commandos and scavengers and stuff like that. They're not really that much of a concern. And so this is how I had them set up. So pretty much we have Lim. I was able to get a full squad on everybody except Carda. Yeah, he pretty much has the same setup he had the last time we used him. So the SOFK pack, the Crocodile. Crocodile is going to be very good against sniping those pirate trucks. Jaeger fatigues for the extra concealment. And then I gave him back the binoculars because he's our scout. Pike is the same thing. I did upgrade him to the class 3 Marine Infantry body armor. Simply because he's going to be outside the vehicle and probably a bit more in the danger zone. Carda, I switched out the autocannon for the PAL again because we have this HMG heavy truck and that's probably the best anti-tank solution we have except for the ATGM launcher, which I think might be a little bit overkill. And I gave her the class 3. I downgraded her. I switched essentially I switched her armor with Pike's armor because she's going to be riding in the APC, so she won't really need that much protection. And then the main thing is Ivy here. I gave her the M6 on the APC, so again, she can ferry, she can transport Carta with her. And the M6 because, simply put, we have a lot of infantry units, and she doesn't have the best accuracy. As you see, she's at 61 accuracy. Now, she does have her unique ability is Zero In, or unique perk, and her hit chance cannot fall below 30%. And this obviously goes well with weapons that have a high rate of fire, because it can guarantee a couple more hits than, let's say, an autocannon. An autocannon might have been better because it's a better versatile weapon to use, but you only get 3 shots. And again, I don't expect her accuracy to fall at like 30%, but I think the M6 is better. Just again, like I said, there's just so much infantry anyways, so the M6 is probably a better option than the autocannon. And even against light trucks, I believe there's like one pirate rocket truck, maybe a chain gun truck here. There's a chain gun team, but you know, like nothing really crazy. It's just a bunch of infantry. And because of that, I'm not taking the AGL. The AGL is still better than the M6 at the anti-infantry role. However, because it still has it's an indirect fire, so of course you can shoot at over buildings and stuff like that, whilst the M6 you can't. So you're more limited with the M6 compared to the AGL. It also negates some of the enemy cover bonuses and all that. So overall, the AGL is still better, but I already have the M6, so it won't really bring that much. And for that one HMG heavy truck, I decided to bring this VMAT missile we have. Now, if I remember the stats correctly, it should have enough to almost one-shot kill the HMG heavy truck, especially since we have Tank Buster, and I decided to spend my promotion points on this perk called Directed Fire. And I think out of all the promotions I could have given her, out of all the perks I could have given her, I think this would probably help her out the most. It gives her more accuracy and more damage on marked targets, which already give you more accuracy. So her accuracy against marked targets is going to be super high, and then we also double down with extra damage. So I think that should help her if we're able to mark the HMG heavy truck, and we could pretty much guarantee a hit with a VMAT and probably even a kill. Even so, I decided to bring the PAL just in case we miss or something. We have this AT solution, but I don't think it will be that necessary. I mean, honestly, even the autocannon I think would have been a good choice here. I think both of them are valid. It's just like if we do miss with the VMAT, at least we have a backup option to fall upon. Though I think to be able to engage some of these vehicles, actually I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it again, and the autocannon is not too bad. It's just that, yeah, if we do miss, but I don't think we're gonna miss, especially if we mark the HMG heavy truck. We should have a very, very good chance of hitting it. It's just that if I am extremely unlucky and it does miss, then I have no other fallback options if I bring an autocannon. I mean, I could still shoot it to the point where we can do enough damage to penetrate it, and yeah, that could still work. I'm just not very certain here. You know what, I'll take the risk, I'll take the gamble. That does put us a bit over our supply, but that's fine because we could definitely try and remove something here. We could remove the ammo pouch from... the magazine pouch from Pike. That does give him a little bit less ammo with the battle rifle, but if he's mostly going to be using taking command and all that, he's not going to be shooting that much. Alright, let's try this. I think these... Oh yeah, and for the battle plan here, it's just going to be simple. Now that I look at this, it's very possible to finish within 10 or 12 rounds. However, we still have to destroy more than 80% of all enemy forces, so we're still probably going to have to spend a lot of time killing them. So again, that doesn't really... that kind of like goes head to head with the finish the mission within 12 or 10 rounds, because if you need to destroy a lot of enemies, you're going to take more rounds to finish the mission. Simply put, we're going to go on this side. I believe these are all like trees and they might block a lot of cover here, but we're going to go on this side. We're going to try and do our primaries here and engage any enemies on this side. So here we go.
With training and discipline, I am always ready.
Alright, let's see where the cargo is. It did say it was, yeah, on the extract, so as soon as we pick it up, we're going to get it. So that's fine. Those are where it is, and as I suspected, this is just a big line of sight blocker there.
Ready, Major.
Of course, we're gonna move up with Limb. Now, these trees provide a lot of concealment here, so we're gonna go there. It seems like we spotted something. Yeah. The reason I knew that is because our AP stopped at 60, and that usually means our guys spot something. Now, we could deploy here and maybe shoot at that pirate truck, but I'd rather get a little bit closer.
Movement.
See, we stopped again because, again, we didn't use our full AP.
Movement.
And I'm gonna deploy in if we can. Oh, that pirate truck is a little bit in a bad spot because it can only exit. It looks like, even on the pre-deployment map, we saw that there was a lot of cover on this side, so it could only exit through here, and he's gonna have to rotate. So he's pretty much cooked on the next turn. Let me just see that. It is 60 AP, so we'll have to most likely stay stationary. 200 hit point damage. Okay, it's a lot less than I thought, but 200 armor penetration. So that's definitely enough to hit the rocket truck. With the damage bonuses, that's an extra 45% damage. That's almost half. That's close to 300 damage, like 290 some damage. So the pirate truck, the HMG truck, might still be alive. and we'll see the extent of the damage. Obviously, we don't want to move her because we want to move
Sir.
with. We want to put Carta in. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna put Carta inside the APC right now, and that's it.
Guardsman here.
And again,
At your service.
we can see where the enemy can see us, and we can definitely move up with
Sir.
them here. We can move up with Pike all the way here,
Locking it in.
and the APC can move all the way here. But then the
Sir.
laser truck is gonna shoot, and I didn't bring the ceramic armor
Sir.
because I didn't think it would be necessary. If we're able to shoot those, if we're able to destroy the laser trucks, and there's only 2 of them, we don't really need the ceramic armor for anything else.
Lights coming.
Once we see something, you'll be the first to know.
So again, we should be out of range here. We could deploy with Sing, but I don't think that will be necessary. I think we can just straight up move the next turn, next
Let's be
round.
about it.
Again, if we actually move her here, they won't spot us. So that would be pretty good.
Affirmative.
At least not now, unless they move some unit closer there, then they're gonna spot us. Okay, they didn't do that, so that's fine. Boarding commandos jumping. I think I'll use Limp to destroy the pirate truck there, the laser truck with the crocodile. It should only take 2 shots.
Don't fuck with us. We're from around the way.
Guardsman here.
So that's what we'll do right now.
Orders.
Ooh, might not be enough for 2 shots. We did less than half the damage. Yeah, exactly. Not enough, but small fire, and it's fleeing and everything. I think that's pretty good. We're gonna push up closer. They might get engaged by some of... Oh, nope, they went back to being unspotted. And they can move a tile closer here to get a bit more range.
Sir.
Actually, that might be where we put Pike. He won't have... Yeah. He won't have enough to deploy and shoot. So we could either deploy here or shoot. He's got a suppressed weapon, so he can definitely shoot and not... We're trying to get that flamethrower team out of here. That's very good.
Guardsman here.
At your service.
He's definitely not gonna have range. He could move on the outside here. Maybe get inside this tree line. That might be what I do with Sing, but I kind of like this idea of creeping up on this side. There's a fence though, and there's one entrance here, but we can blast through with it. We can charge through the fence with the APC, so that's fine. We could also put him here, and he's not gonna be spotted.
Double time.
And that will set him up for next round where he can shoot here. We can barge in with the APC here. It's gonna destroy these forests, so I don't like that. We could go here and destroy the forests, these forests, because we don't really need those forests there. Or those trees, my bad. She won't have a shot, really. She can shoot right now, but it's just not the best odds. She definitely will get spotted. Well, she's already spotted, actually. I didn't even pay attention. She's already spotted. She doesn't have that good accuracy, but I think it will be enough to wipe out one of these units, or at least pin them down. And she could go to about here. I think that's fine. Let's move her a bit closer. I'm a bit worried about that other laser truck because it can shoot us from outside the fog of war. Um,
Copy.
but I think we'll move up with her. She'll move up as much as we can here.
Always ready.
Okay, that guy came back. We can deploy Cardo right now. And shoot with the autocannon right here. Very, very good odds of doing a lot of damage. The thing with the autocannon that people might not know is that it has an AoE attack.
Guardsman here.
It does say in the description here, it says, a control salvo with a large caliber, high explosive round, very effective against clustered infantry or light structure. So it does have an AoE attack, but it can also be used, obviously, because of its high armor damage and hit point damage against bigger targets like vehicles and all that. Or even if you read the description there, it says it fires 20mm explosive rounds in quick succession that are both devastating to light vehicles and infantry alike. So there you go. So it does have an AoE attack. It's just that the game is not very... When it comes to AoE, like explosives and all that, it doesn't really convey that information, because when you look here, it says elements hit 1 and rate of fire 3. So you think it's only going to hit one enemy soldier, but it actually ends up hitting a lot more. Sing here can deploy and shoot at these two. It should do a lot of damage, possibly even break the truck. That's what I'll do. Exactly. That was exactly my idea. It will also... Because we killed the 2 units that had line of sight on the APC. That's fine. Okay, now we need to move up with Lim. I'm not too worried about him because he does have extra concealment, so we can actually try and move a little bit closer here.
Move it, Marines! We got vision.
So he can still move. Now, there's the HMG heavy truck. We need to mark that. The only person who can mark is either Pike or Carta. And we can move a little bit closer here. I don't know if we'll have enough AP to deploy. Nope. So... it is a little bit risky. If he gets out in the open, he doesn't have that much concealment. Or if he gets spotted, he doesn't have any kind of armor, so he can easily be shot at and can take a lot of he can't take a lot of punishment. So I'm gonna deploy him out in the open. He does have 4 stacks of zigzag, plus the deployment defense bonus. So hopefully it should be fine.
Undo Giroux!
Okay, these guys are they're pretty much lined up for a shot
Guardsman here.
from my APC, so yeah. And now, again, I'd like to get there. The VMAT doesn't have that great range anyway, so we'll have to push up here.
Sir?
First, I want to at least mark... We can actually mark the APC, the HMG heavy truck from here. The problem is it only lasts for 2 rounds. So that's not ideal, because I don't think we'll be able to do it in 2 rounds here. So instead, I think I'll just mark this infantry for Ivy to get a shot off. And we'll get back in the APC. With Carta, we'll put her back in the APC right now. I'll put her back in the APC. Yeah.
Guardsman here.
And we can move up with the APC till we get about enough. Now, I think she already has a lot more accuracy now, because both of the marked effect and of her special perk. If we move her here or here, I'm not sure if she's gonna have line of sight if I move her all the way here. She does still have line of sight. Goes up to good accuracy, so I think we're gonna take this shot here.
Good job!
EMPU team there.
Who, sir?
Let's move up with Pike. As you can see here, there's not... the line of sight of the enemy is not that big. So we can be pretty aggressive here and quickly move him. I think I'm gonna stick him with Lim. and I'll probably try and destroy this. It's got a small fire, so there's a good chance. I don't think it will do enough though. Small fire usually doesn't do that much health damage, so I think I'll speed it up a little bit with a bit of damage here. Oof. Not enough, but that might be enough for the fire to take it out.
We're not as fast as we
We also need to destroy the ships. Of course, we need to destroy the drop ships. That's the main objective. Okay, HMG heavy truck is getting closer. That might be in range of the VMAT. And it's outside there, but we need to mark it. We did get spotted on Pike. So... And there's a laser truck as well. That thing blew up. Nice.
Guardsman here.
Okay. It is not in range. But we can definitely mark it with Carta.
Sir?
Or can we mark it with Pike? We can mark it with Pike too.
Orders.
What's the range? Yeah, it's pretty close. We can hit them there, but then the HMG will spot us. And it will probably target Lim, and he's gonna get shredded, so I don't want to do that.
Sir.
At least he's got a bit better armor, so he should maybe be able to tank some shots here. I think I'm gonna call out target on the HMG truck with Pike. And if we deploy, he should be outside the range. Hopefully. There you go. We can even shoot with this, but it's gonna do nothing. Actually, I could put mark target on that too, so that's what we'll do.
Guardsman here.
How did
Sir? Guardsman
How did he know? That's very sus. Anyways, we need 60 AP, so we can just basically move her there and fire the VMAT. It is excellent accuracy, so let's go. That was very good. We destroyed its main weapon. It's immobile. And, oh, is it immobile? No, it's just got a big fire and we destroyed its weapon, so it's no longer a threat to us. That's very good. We can push up with Lim, so that's what I'll do here. And there's the rocket truck, so if we can destroy that early on, that would be very good. Actually, he can't really move this side, so we're gonna have to push him there. But look at these guys, man. I think they're using the another armor for their model, their 3D model. It's like a class 4 stealth suit or whatever. Alright, Sin can definitely push up here. He can push up there.
Further together.
And he's still gonna be hidden. No, he's not. Ah, damn. That's because I had him deployed, so that I saw that from a deployed perspective. That gives him an extra concealment.
Always ready.
However, Carta can get out, and she can start setting up here and do a lot of damage. So that's what we'll do. She's in range of a couple of units here. Like this rocket truck or that truck there. I don't think it will do much damage at this distance, even though her accuracy is not too bad. But I think the priority will be the laser truck.
Shot deflected.
Yeah, it did a lot of armor damage, but I think at this range the damage fall off on the auto, it's not that bad. Sorry about that, I had a phone call. I don't even remember what we were supposed to do. Or what I was saying. I think I was saying about the little damage we did on the truck is simply because, again, if you look at the... I mean, the damage curve is not too bad, but from what I know, the damage fall-off curve for the hit point damage, drop-off, and the armor damage drop-off, and the armor penetration drop-off are all have different values. So even though here the curve for the damage doesn't look that or the slope actually, it's not a curve, it's a slope. So the slope on it is not too pronounced, so it does mean that it keeps its HP, its hit point damage relatively high over distance. The armor damage and the armor penetration can have a different slope. It could be more of a pronounced slope. So that might be why, for example, we're not able to penetrate this, because first of all, it does have 90 armor at the front, and I think we were shooting at the front of it. But second of all, even if we were able to damage its armor a lot, which should be under half right now, which it's effectively means that it actually only has 45 armor from the front, and theoretically our autocannon can penetrate that, but because it's too far, the armor penetration on our autocannon is probably less than that, and it can't penetrate. So the game does have a pretty complicated like armor penetration mechanics. It's not the most complicated, but it is something that you may think on paper, oh, I should be able to do a lot of damage, but if you're at far distance, it might not be the case. And again, the game does hide certain values from you, like armor damage and armor penetration fall off over distance is not exactly the same slope as the hit point damage. Now he might flee or he might explode, and he exploded. Obviously, the priority the next round is going to be getting rid of that laser truck, because, of course, now I can do with Lim as well. I think Lim might be more accurate, and now that we've destroyed, he's a lot closer too, so he should be doing a lot more damage to that laser truck. So that's what we'll do here. And right off the bat, we did more than half the damage. We did, oh no, it's still a bit more than half because it's 140. So,
Enemy on the back foot.
engine destroyed, crew damage, it's no longer a threat. Now, of course, we got revealed, but I don't think we're in range of any dangerous unit. I mean, there's this unit here, the rocket truck, but it's trying to run away. I don't want it to be able to run away.
Sir?
We can't target with that, but I think Singh can try and run after it. What I want to do is maybe prioritize some of these targets. I guess these guys have a decent accuracy.
Sir?
We could fire 2 shots here. I don't want these guys to get any closer, so we'll do that.
TCR must die.
Guardsman here.
We get 2 shots off here.
Obstacle clear.
At your service.
Like I said, I want to get rid of that. Looks like we might not be able to do that. In that case, I'll just bring up Singh here way closer to the enemy so he can engage them next turn.
Who, sir?
Again, I'd like to destroy that rocket truck because it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an annoyance. Yeah, it's not really that dangerous. It's more of an annoyance.
Let's oblige them.
Oh, he's back. Though I don't think he's gonna be that. I think even with our small arms, we can take it out because of how little armor it has. So actually,
At your service.
we can hit that twice. there's a lot of targets here. Not all of them are dangerous. Let me see if Pike got a shot. He does have a shot as well. I'll risk it here. Let's take 2 good shots in the back of the rocket truck here. We got its engine, that's very good. I won't be able to run far, but I think the next shot is gonna destroy it right here. Oh no, and it got that thing. Alright, we didn't get too much suppression. Yeah, those flamethrowers, it could have been bad, but they didn't have enough AP to shoot us. I'm just gonna go with that EMP thing. We should be able to do a lot of damage, even if we weren't accurate. Undeploy them to move them. A lot of enemy units are pinned down right now. I'll get 1 shot off with Carta. I mean, I don't want to shoot at one dude. I will kill him. I gotta rather shoot.
Oh, they're shooting us!
Yeah, they're almost dead. Alright, let's go back in the APC, because we're gonna be moving the APC a little bit closer.
Guardsman here.
Again, I want to leave enough to shoot.
Going mobile.
I want to attack this, but we won't be able to penetrate it. It's got 120 armor. We're gonna need to destroy the armor, so I'd rather hit those boarding commandos.
Advance on them now.
Lim is going to get spotted, but that's alright. Does have berserkers, so if we get a good shot here, and we might be able to get that against these guys here. There you go.
Hoorah, Marine.
That also reduces their the units they had to spot us. I'm gonna push him up to this cover right here.
Enemy spotted!
Scavenger team there. We still have to kill a lot of enemies here, so that's why I'm trying to be more aggressive.
Movement!
That shouldn't be really an issue, because we can deploy Carta from the back of the APC and engage that like
Guardsman here.
chain gun truck. We can actually engage them now.
Scored some. Our best.
I'll drop I don't think we need to drop an ammo in there, because as soon as we destroy this, we could just go to the evac. Unless I really want to chase after those enemy forces, and I think I will, so in that case I'm going to drop the ammo in front here.
Coordinates received.
And I'll rotate the APC to move on this side.
Orders? Sir!
I don't want to leave Pike behind, so I'll move him up first. He should be out of danger here.
Orders?
And Lim can try and move and spot more people. We spotted something, looks like. Yeah, chain gun team right there. Yeah, and we can maybe get Berserk to trigger here. They're not in our range. If I go here, nah, we won't have enough AP. I could go here and try and trigger Berserk from these guys. But I think they're still outside, yeah.
Medals don't earn themselves. Better shape up, Marine. Hoorah!
I got no notes for that.
I do what I can.
At your service. Move it, Jingbe.
Just gonna move up Sing a bit closer here. and set him up behind that wall. This map has a lot of cover. Oh, chain gun team. That's another one.
We got visual.
Always ready.
And Carta can deploy behind this pretty big cover here. And I think I'm not gonna shoot at these boarding commandos. I think I'm just gonna start hitting this dropship because we do need to destroy that. We're gonna retreat.
Guardsmen here.
Priority is definitely this chain gun team here.
Yet another hostile taken out. Kill him. Moving.
Not sure where the enemies are hiding.
We got visual.
Where? Not seeing anything. We didn't get spotted yet. Could go there and deploy.
Yeah, movement.
Oh, wait, there's another rocket truck. Amazing. Well, it's unfortunate.
Guardsmen here.
I don't have enough. I have enough if I go there. Yeah, I want to take out those
Ready
commandos
to cover.
so they don't run away again. Ammo box draw.
Hoorah, Major!
Plus one guy.
Taking casualties, Major. Sir.
At your service.
Oh, yeah, Lim is in a bit of a danger. I think we can move him here. Deploy. There's another unit there, but whatever.
Always ready.
Oh yeah, and there's Carta. Need to destroy that.
Open the potential path. Building destroyed.
Okay, yeah, we need to get Lim out of there. There's like 2 veteran scavengers, more scavengers.
Guardsmen here.
First thing we're gonna do is that. If we put him here, he should be outside. No. If he deploys, he is. Still gonna have shots on those. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, try that in space.
Guardsmen here. Sir? Guardsmen here.
Okay, she won't have enough to pick up the ammo and shoot.
At your service.
Sir? Roger.
We could have went back in the APC if I left her facing the other way. Four more enemy units. We know there's like a few of them there, so I'll set up my guys to go on this side. And yeah, we probably won't be able to do the two secondaries about finishing the mission within 10 rounds and 12 rounds. Like I said, that's fine.
Further together.
I'd rather get the extra kills and the other secondary.
Who, sir? Get to cover. Seeking cover.
Okay. We didn't get spotted yet. We won't have enough to deploy.
Get to cover.
Oh, there's a rocket truck.
Guardsman here.
Again, I want to take it out with
Sir.
Pike. Because that
It's confirmed.
accidental damage. I have no clue what that is. Okay, scavengers are no longer in that tower. If I kill these guys, I'll trigger Berserk.
Hoorah, Marie!
I can shoot at these guys. They're in heavy, they're in medium cover, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that much against them.
Guardsman here.
Oh, that's right. We also get our accessory ammo back. Yeah, I don't know where the enemy is here. There's a good chance he blows up.
At your service.
No, he left. So we need... We're gonna need 2 more. Right, let's try those guys now.
Heading to cover.
Okay, that's perfect. I think Pike can take those guys out. Or
Always
even
right.
Sing, it doesn't really matter who it is. Alright, she can get back in the
Seating.
APC. Yeah, I couldn't spot anybody there.
Guardsman here.
Okay.
At your service.
I'll let Sing do some damage here. We need 2 more. So I don't know where those veteran scavengers went.
Sir.
At your service.
There they are. Okay, they have a arc. We have class 4 armor. Let's deploy for a bit of extra defense. Are they gonna go in the tower? No, they just went for some better cover. They might still have enough AP to shoot us.
Guardsman
Nope.
here.
Okay.
Sir.
I think what I'll do... I mean, Limp could also come around. Let's go get cover there. Alright. Oh, there's a... Oh, okay. Well, we might shoot those flamethrowers. Okay, now they're getting a bit less cover. Oh, and there's another veteran scavenger. Hold on.
Only I was in my ship.
They're going inside the tower.
Guardsman here.
Alright, we can shoot. We can't shoot. If we go there, we should have line of sight. That's it. Right, I'm gonna send Ivy and Carta to the extract to pick up this
Sir.
supplies or the lost cargo as well. What I'm gonna do here is give Sing another shot.
Ready on my signal.
So he can hopefully suppress or do some damage against these guys in the tower. Yeah, that suppresses them. It pins the other squad down as well.
Guardsman here.
Alright, Need to take care of the situation first.
At your service.
I think by this point we can start retreating. We did complete our mission to kill 80% of the enemy's forces.
Guardsman here.
I'm just gonna see if I can finish them off with Limb. So we trigger Berserk.
That's it. Keep biffing them.
That way we can go here. And Pike is just gonna leave. I'm not gonna finish the guys in the tower. They're pinned down, they're on their bellies, they're inside the tower. They're pretty tough to kill at this point. And like I said, I already got my objective. I just wanted to kill those guys because Lim has Berserk, and they're also... It would have been a lot easier. There we go, we finished that as well.
Guardsman here.
Alright, now it's just about getting these guys back.
On our way,
So I'm just gonna fast forward
sir.
through their turns here.
Guardsman here. Guardsman here.
And
Always ready.
those turns.
Orders?
Guardsman here.
Sir.
There was a few pirate units still left, but they seem too scared to do anything.
Always ready.
Actually, we can see how many units are
Orders.
exactly here.
Guardsman here.
Seems like maybe 4 units.
Guardsman here.
Yeah, there's 4 units left. 4
Listen
pirate
up. We're moving.
units left.
Always ready.
And that's the end of the mission. So 16 rounds to complete. But we did finish the other secondaries. Alright. So we got an autocannon, so that's the reward for the mission reward, where we got a random local forces random item. So it's not too bad, but we do have a lot of autocannons. We did get a lot more items as well as loot drops from the enemies we shot and killed. Pirate truck is pretty good if you want to run a utility radar, because it's the cheapest in supply cost. Another M6, EMP rifle, it's not too bad. We don't have any guys that are wearing, and we did recover that one squatty that got that limb lost because he was out in the open. Alright, and finally we have a defeat pirate force. Again, I'm gonna leave that for the next video, but we can quickly take a look at how the enemy is set up here. Basically, we just have to destroy all these guys. I'm seeing some heavy armor, flamethrower tank, HMG heavy trucks, rocket trucks, a lot of heavy armor. So, first of all, we're gonna bring back Ariwa. We're gonna give her back the ceramic plating. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if the ATGM will be necessary. Because I don't think they get reinforcements in this mission. They might get reinforcements, I'm not sure. I don't remember how this mission works exactly. There's still a lot of infantry, but I think the AGL got that covered. So I think ATGM, it's fine. It's overkill, I know, but we just don't have anything that's like a bit less overkill. Autocannon isn't going to be enough against the heavier enemy vehicles, and so that's why I have to run the ATGM. If I had something like a rocket launcher, which we don't have on the black market, a rocket launcher would have been pretty good. We could still run a VMAT, but whatever. I don't think there's anything I really need from the black market anymore. It might be cool to maybe get the KSAS DMR, but usually you can get those from... Oh, we already have one. I forgot. Just we haven't used it in a long time because against pirates, I don't The case as DMR is good against some weapons team, against the rogue arm and stuff like that, but against the pirates I don't really find them useful. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting here that I really need. I'll think about it, but in terms of our squads, though, we could maybe. I mean, we could definitely run with 5 squads, 5 units. I'm just gonna have to min-max the supply cost here. And we got 72 promotions, so that's enough for another promotion here. Running gun could be nice. Anyways, I'll think about it. And I'll think about anything I want from the black market, because this is the last chance I'll have before it refreshes. So far, nothing really interesting. There's a twin minigun here, but it's quite overpriced, and I don't think it's really that good. I kind of want to try this Warthog AT Skybot, this like recon drone that like explodes into an armored vehicle. That could be interesting to try out, especially if I put it on Pike or somebody that's more in the back. You can make good use of that. The armor isn't really that interesting. There's the SAP high intensity setup, but I don't really like that. It limits your accessories. Yeah, I'm not too sure here. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one where we take over, where we finish this operation against the pirates. Bye, guys.